Honestly, if I get much more excited, I'm just going to explode. Hey folks, it's Finn. Welcome back, lovely people. Lovely to see you. So today's video is my promised update about all things book release. It is just a few days now to go. So today I want to give you the lowdown on everything, where to get books, where to get signed copies of my book, the book events I'm holding, and other signed stuff I'm doing as well. It's so exciting. So for anybody who is new, a massive welcome. My name is Finn and I create content on gender transition, LGBT life, mental health and recovery. And I have also written a book which details my journey through Phalloplasty. Now this book is the first of its kind ever to follow the entire process of lower surgery from decision making to completion from the perspective of one person. So I've shared everything in it. All the difficult early stages of working through, did I want surgery or didn't I? What surgery did I want? All the other options within surgery. It details going through those surgeries and recovery, but it also digs much deeper into the lived experience of what it's like to have genitals that don't match your gender and the mental health that comes with that, and then how it is to adapt to genitals that change through surgery, and then explore your sexual self. And I speak very intimately in the book, as you're all used to by now with me, about very deep personal aspects of exploring sex and exploring sexuality and discovering myself to be gay. So I'm really excited for this book to come out because there is nothing like it out there. I was always determined in having such a difficult time making decisions that I would create the kind of content that I wished I'd had access to. So I'm thrilled that this has come to fruition. And I wrote it during lockdown. Check me out. So with just a few days to go until publication on the 21st of April, I would normally be preparing to do some book events. And now with COVID happening here in the UK, we are starting to lift restrictions, but of course there are still going to be some restrictions in place in shops where you can't have too many people in shops, we'll have to wear masks and all those things. And I have decided that this is just too much to manage. I already have an anxiety disorder and doing these events would have been anxiety provoking anyway. But for me personally, I don't feel able to go back into the world just yet. My anxiety's taken a knock during lockdown, and so I don't think I can manage to do in-person book events just now. And also because it'll be quite heartbreaking to me because I won't be able to, if people want selfies and hugs, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm not going to be able to get close to people, and that will break my heart. So for these reasons, I've decided for now that there'll be no in-person book events. There might be later in the year, but for now, all book events are going to be online. But there is a massive plus side to this. I am, of course, really sad that the coronavirus pandemic has got in the way of my book launch. Damn you, Rona. But once I kind of acknowledged that this was the case, I realised that actually doing things online has lots of benefits. For a start, lots of you FinnFan members are all across the world. And by me doing online events, more of you will be able to access that and I'll be able to meet more of you. So that's a huge bonus. So let's talk online book events. So I am going to be organising some book events myself and I'm going to be holding these over Zoom. They'll be free to attend, but they will be held through my Ko-fi supporter page. So if you did want to donate, I would of course be incredibly grateful. The events will be about an hour and 15 minutes long. The way that they will run is that the first 15 minutes people can turn up and just get settled into the room. A little bit like you would in real life. So you'd kind of come in, you'd mingle for a bit, and then the talk would begin. And I've done it like this because I want to be able to lock the room on the hour so that we can keep it a personal space, because this is a very intimate book. So I want the space to feel welcoming and safe so that I can talk about the book, I can read a bit of the book, and then I can open up for questions for you all to come back with either directly to me or in the comment section. And as a bonus, anybody that attends my online book event will get a 25% off voucher if they buy the book through Jessica Kingsley Publishers. So that's a nice treat. So the very first book launch event will be the day after the book is published, the 22nd of April, and that will be live to book once this video has gone out. Go, go, go! The events and everything else I'm about to talk about will all be organised through my Ko-fi page, and there will be links below to that. Now, I know people are available at very different times, so if people want me to run the events at different times, on different days, I can do that. I'm just organising one for now. I'll see what demand is like, see what you all want, and I'm happy to create more on different times on different days. Just let me know in the comments. These are for you, so I'm happy to make them work in whatever way works best for you. There will of course be other online events as well, held by other people. My publisher, Jessica Kingsley Publishers, is having me do a Instagram story takeover on the 23rd of April. That's the Friday after it's published, and that's going to be brilliant fun. I'm going to be giving you a day in the life of Finn and answering questions about the book, lower surgery, trans life, as we go throughout the day. So I'll put the link below to Jessica Kingsley Publishers Instagram, and I will update you more about that and with details nearer the time. I'm also booked in for a book club talk at Lewisham Book Club, and I'm sure there's going to be more to come. So please do subscribe to my channel so that you get notifications whenever I upload anything or put anything in the comments tab. And also you can sign up to my newsletter, which is below, and you'll be first to know of any events through there as well. And I also do give exclusives through there, so it's worth joining. Can I get a signed copy of your book? Lots of people have asked for signed copies, and it just makes me so happy that you want a signed copy from me. And of course, I'm really, really happy to do that. And I've ordered some books, they're on the way, and we'll be organising this soon. So there are going to be two ways to buy signed copies through me. Both ways will be through my Ko-fi page. You can order a signed copy through my Ko-fi, and then when you've purchased it, you pop me an email, tell me the name of the person you want the book signed to, I sign it and send it out to you. Yay! The second way is I'm also offering virtual signings, because I am going to miss being in bookshops and being able to sign people's books in person. And doing it online means that I can reach far more people. So how this is going to work is I'm going to be doing online signing events, again on my Ko-fi page. So for example, it will be that the online event is say 6 PM to 8 PM. And you have to make sure you're available for that entire time. But when you purchase the book, once you've paid, you get a link to my online calendar, and you book a 5-minute slot with me over Zoom during that time period. Obviously you can't guarantee which time slot you're going to get. It all depends what's left. I'm going to do 10 slots at one go, small batches. So you just go in and pick a time slot within that and turn up at that time. It is one-to-one. You might be in the waiting room with other people who have also booked, but you will get your allocated time slot one-on-one with me for a brief chat and for me to sign your book in person. You can watch me sign, and then after, I'll post the book out to you. And I'm really excited about doing those. Like with the book launch events where I share about the book and read an extract, the signing events will also be at different times. I'm going to make sure that I do them to fit different time zones so that everybody gets a chance who wants it. Regarding costs, I am selling the book at the recommended retail price. I'm not adding anything on for it. I'm not adding anything on for the Zoom meet either. But of course, as it is my Ko-fi page, you know, this is my central hub of how I support myself in doing the work I do with people and offering low-cost places and services and things like that. So if you did want to donate, I'd be very, very grateful. And when you do donate, you do get extra perks on Ko-fi. Anybody that donates one coffee or more gets access to all my exclusive posts on there for 30 days. So it's a bonus. And a bit more on costs. Lots of people have said about the signed books, am I happy to send them overseas from the UK? And I am very happy to do that, but it is not going to be cheap. It looks to be around about £10 to send a single book overseas, which is really expensive, and there isn't really any other way I can do it. So if you are outside the UK, it might be cheaper for you to get the book elsewhere and save yourself money so that you don't have to pay those extortionate costs. But if you do want it, I'll of course oblige. As soon as the books arrive, I will add them to my Ko-fi page and you'll find them there. So do follow my Ko-fi page, because if you follow there, you'll also get an email notification when anything new goes in the shop, so you'll be the first to see it. Now, I came up with another way to offer people my signature. Because of COVID and having to be socially distanced and knowing how much people wanted a signed copy of their book, I came up with the idea of doing stickers and bookmarks. So for people who have already bought the book, or for people who are overseas, you have the option of buying a sticker or a bookmark. Stickers! Bookmark! And the idea is I sign on the sticker and then you can put that in your book, or I sign on the bookmark and you can keep that in your book. And these are great, as I say, for people who've already bought it or who are overseas and don't want to pay the postage costs. And it's a lovely little sign of the times that this is how we're doing things now, virtually. All of this is on my Ko-fi shop. And then if you follow my Ko-fi page, as I gradually add the signed copies, the virtual signing events, the stickers and bookmarks, you'll be alerted to all of those as well. Makes sense? I do hope all of that made sense. There'll be a blog following this soon which details all of this as well if it's easier that way. But if you have any questions, do pop them in the section below. I'm happy to answer. And finally, this is my shameless plea to ask for your help. I really, really, really passionately believe in this book. I know that had this book been available to me in my lower surgery journey, it would have made things so much easier. So I really am keen to get this into the hands of people that need it the most. So you lot who are already sharing my social media posts about it and creating your own are helping so much. So I'd be really grateful if you could all do that. Reshare anything, talk about the book, tell your friends, write a review if you read it and like it, and maybe don't if you don't. Any help will be gratefully received. I have this dream I've sent out to the universe that I want to outsell J.K. Rowling. Wouldn't it be an absolutely amazing day for trans people everywhere if my wand outsold hers? Thank you so much to everyone for your incredible support through this amazing process and for putting up with all my very excited social media posts lately. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next week for your next video, and see you online in the meantime.